Smile by Kirk Franklin is not going to be super easy. There are a lot of moving parts. We'll call it somewhere maybe an advanced intermediate. Anyway, the first part that I want to show you is just the intro. It sounds like this. And it's really one chord. I was like getting fancy with it, and maybe I'll link to a video that'll talk about how to fancify this thing. But basically, you're just playing an A flat 7 sus 4 chord. It sounds like a lot, but it's really just these 4 notes. Okay, G flat, A flat, D flat, and E flat. And I play them sort of like this. I'll talk about that more in a different video, but you want to give that chord some texture and some room to breathe. And I was sort of playing a scale on top, just to give it some dynamics. Anyway, really it's simple. I'll let you decide how complicated you want to make it. That intro is just an A flat 7 chord. And then it goes like this. There's no sunshine, nothing but clouds, and it's dark in my heart, and it feels like a cold night. Something sort of like that. And so that's the verse, and it starts with this little piano lick, which is just a B flat, and it's sort of like a grace note, B flat to an A flat. So the main notes you need to know are B flat, A flat, F, and E flat. And right into the first chord of the verse. So there's that piano lick. The first chord of the verse is a D flat major 7, or let's just call it a D flat. And I'm playing it like this. So normally you'd play it like this, but I'm putting this top part down here. So you've got an A flat, a D flat, and an F in your right hand. Today is a new day. In your left hand, you can just play a D flat. But there is no sunshine. On sunshine, you're gonna switch. Your left hand is gonna move down to a G, and your right hand is gonna play a B flat, a D flat, and an E flat. You're basically playing like an E flat. Looks like an E flat 7 chord. Yeah. Okay, so the first 2 chords of the verse: D flat. Today's a new day. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. But there is no sunshine. Switch to that E flat 7. Nothing but clouds. On clouds, you're gonna switch to a G flat 6 chord. So that's G flat, D flat, G flat in your left hand, or some combination of that if you can't reach all that. A B flat, a D flat, and an E flat. And this is how I play it. You might hear it slightly different. If you listen to the recording, that's fine. You can always change the way you play it. I play it with a G6 here. Nothing but clouds, and it's dark in my heart, and it feels like a cold night. On cold night, you're gonna switch to a B7. So it's a B in your left hand, and an A in your right hand, a D flat, and an E flat. It's sort of like so a B7 would be like this. I'm playing it with this 2 added in here. All right. So today's a new day. So the verse basically, that loop repeats. Today is a new day. But tell me, where are my blue skies? Oops. Where is that love and the joy that you promised me? Tell me it's alright. Okay, so that's your verse right there. Those 4 chords looped twice, basically. Or maybe 4. Yeah, twice. And then you go into the pre-chorus. The pre-chorus sounds like this. I almost gave up, but a power that I can't explain fell from heaven like a shower now. So that pre-chorus sound starts with a G flat major 7 chord. We've actually played this chord already. I like to add a little bit of pedal. Give it a little bit of ambiance. So you've got that G flat major 7 chord, G flat, D flat, G flat, B flat, D flat, and F. And you move into an F7 chord. I almost gave up, but a power that I can't explain. And I'm playing just a chord, but you could sort of get to that F7 like this. But I'm just going to show you that chord to keep it simple for now. You've got an F, a C, an F in your left hand, an A, a C, and an E flat in your right hand. Okay? Then I do this little walk up. Fell from heaven like a shower now. So you've got a B flat 7 chord. So B flat. In your left hand, you've got B flats. In your right hand, you've got A flat, D flat, and F. Fell from heaven like a shower now. And then you've got that intro chord that I showed you already, that A flat 7 sus 4. Or really, just these 4 notes that you're spreading out. So your left hand can play A flats, right hand can play G flat, you can get a D flat over here and an E flat. If you can reach more, maybe another A flat up there. And just listen to that rhythmic pattern. Bump, 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 bump. That's how it goes. So listen to the recording or just match the way I'm playing it. Bump, 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 bump. Will I smile? Okay, so then after that little bump, 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 and the pre-chorus, you jump into the chorus where you play, "Will I smile? Even though I hurt, see, I smile. I know God is working, so I smile. Even though I've been here for a while, I smile." Or something like that. So the 4 chords you need to know for that: D flat, A flat, and D flat in your left hand. A flat, D flat, F in your right hand. Cause I smile, 2, 3, 4. Even though I hurt, see, I smile. Now for the next chord, your right hand's gonna stay where it is, and your left hand is just gonna come down to a B. So it's a D flat over a B. And I know God is working, so I smile. Then you're gonna switch to a G flat 6. So G flat in your left hand, or 2. You got B flat, D flat, and an E flat. Even though I've been here for a while. And the last chord of that loop is sort of like a modified B7 chord. So you've got B in your left hand, or 2. An A, a D flat, so that's like the 2 there. The E flat. And don't worry about this guy up here. Sort of like a incomplete chord. Alright? So that's your chorus, and you repeat that again. I smile. It's so hard to look up when you've been down. Sure would hate to see you give up now. You look so much better when you smile. So smile. Okay? So after that, so you've learned a ton actually. You're up to the chorus, and then it's gonna the song is gonna repeat. After that chorus, there's a little transition moment where you go like that introduction transition that I showed you. And then basically the song kind of like starts over again. So you go through another verse, another pre-chorus, another chorus, and then you get to this sort of strange part where you go, smile, smile, smile for me. Can you just smile for me? So this is like the bridge. Smile, smile, smile for me. Can you just smile for me? Okay, so I'm just gonna show you those first 2 chords. It's really pretty simple. It's just this G flat major 7, which you've played before. G flat, D flat, G flat in your left hand if you can reach all that. Otherwise, B flat, D flat, and an F in your right hand. And you kind of just hold out. I give a lot of pedal. So smile, smile, smile for me. You switch to an F minor 7. So F's in your left hand. You can get an A flat, a C, and an E flat. And you basically just go between those 2 chords. Can you just smile, smile for me? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and smile, smile, smile. So you see, I'm just playing these 2 for the bridge. Do 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 do, and we're gonna go into this uh-oh part. So then it goes, and all my people say uh-oh. And it's the same first two chords. You look so much better when you Then to the F minor, but instead of holding that for as long as you do, you're gonna switch to a B flat. Actually, it's a D flat over a B flat. Let's call it a B flat minor 7. So you've got B flats in your left hand, an A flat, a D flat, and an F in your right hand. Okay, so the three chords for that part: G flat major 7. You look so much better when you F minor 7 to a B flat minor 7. Those are the three chords. You look so much better when you You look so much better when you And I'm sort of messing up the rhythm, but you can get it if you're not singing. Or even if you are, you probably can. So after that sort of section, so that's like the bridge, you play through that until you hear I almost gave up, but a part of that. So out of that bridge comes another pre-chorus, and you'll recognize it, that G flat major 7. I can't explain, fell from heaven like a shower now. Ba, ba, da, ba. You go to that that little intro part. Ba, 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 ba. Fight now. And then you modulate. So let's take a second to look at that. You're playing an A flat, A flat sus 7 sus 4. Woof. A flat 7 sus 4. You're gonna move everything up a half step. So this will go from the A flat to the A's in your left hand. This thumb will go to a G. This will go to a D. This will go to an E. And if you can reach all of these, another G. Practice switching between those two. A flat sus 4. A flat 7 sus 4. A 7 sus 4. And then you're gonna dive into another chorus. Well, I smile, even though I hurt and I smile. Now the difference is the chorus is now modulated as well. So I'll quickly show you what those chords are. You're gonna start with a D. Okay, so you've got D's in your left hand. A, D, F sharp, and A. Well, I smile, even though I hurt, see, I smile. Your right hand can stay where it is and you just drop your left hand down from a D to a C. Even though I smile. Then you're gonna do a G6, so G's in your left hand, one or two, and in your right hand you can do B, D, and E. You know, I've been here for a while. So this is sort of an interesting, it's sort of like a C7 chord, but it also has the 2 in here. So left hand is gonna get a C, you've got a B flat, a D, and an E in your right hand. And you loop that progression again, so D, 2, 3, 4, ba, 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 over the C, to a G6, and then to the C7. And then you end with the You look so much better when you You look so much better when you You basically loop 3 chords. And the 3 chords that you're looping are a G. So G, D, and G in your left hand, B and D in your right hand. Much better when you You can go G flat minor, G flat, D flat, G flat in your left hand if you can reach all that. A and D flat. You look so much better when you And then you go to a B minor 7 for the 3rd chord. So B's in your left hand, A, D, and G flat. And you basically just loop that. You look so much better when you And feel free to dress it up, you know. Yeah, and the other thing is the very end of the song sort of ends on sort of like just like this chord that I'm pretty sure it's a G chord that just basically spaces out. So that's the whole tutorial. I really hope it helped you. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.